How hard is it going to be to score for guys tonight?
Well, you're going to have to try to manufacture points because getting buckets in this is going to be not at a premium.
The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And Doris Burks on the sideline as well. We'll see the New York Knicks facing the Dallas Mavericks. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're up 3-2 in the championship trophy. Tantalizingly close with their fans cheering them on. Can they win one more?
You know what? They have 2 chances to win the title, but you cannot have that mindset. You want to treat this game like it's your Game 7.
And a Game 7 is like penalty kicks in soccer. Anything can happen. They're going to be trying extremely hard to close this series out tonight and not let it come down to a win or go home Game 7.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Champ out there with Smith. And there's Champ, and it's the natural, and it's Warren in at the center position. Now here is Smith. Warren with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up, feeds it to Smith. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Champ, the pass to Gordon. Here's the natural. Back to Gordon. Gordon with the screen for Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Here's Champ. Another 3 for Dallas.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's the screen. Here's Champ, defended by Gordon. Here's Clark. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Gordon kicks to Henry. And another basket for Dallas.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Pass to Clark. Here's Champ. New York moving the ball around. And again, it's New York.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Over to the wing. Gordon, the pass to the natural. There's a good screen. Up off the screen. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Inside, Woods. And that one is hammered home.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Here's Champ. He has 6. Gordon, the pass to Champ. Down low. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
At the elbow, Smith passes to Vaughn. Here's Clark. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Champ, the pass to Henry. The dish to Gordon. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. This guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's the natural. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, you can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Gordon dishes to Henry. And it's Dallas with another.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling his pig. I mean, just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Outside Gordon. Gordon, the pass to the natural. Henry got a hand on it. Now the pass to Woods. There's a screen. Out to the right wing. Out to Smith from outside the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Champ. 6 points for him. Great open look there. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Henry. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Henry's got 6.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Well, you look at Champ, one of the game's best, 2nd in the league. And, of course, Champ, who's right there as well.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They've provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
Knicks trail by 5. Smith outside. Pass to Clark. There's the pick. Fires from the wing. And again, it's New York.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's the natural. The feed to Gordon. Up off the screen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Rick Carlisle. I asked him if this was where he expected they'd be at the start of the season. 1 win away from an end 2 different things. And I'm not ready to start drinking champagne yet. There's still work to be done. Gentlemen?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's the natural. Pass to Champ. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. It's blocked. Here's Champ. Clark kicks to Warren. Smith for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Passes it to Vaughn. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 10 points.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Outside Gordon to end the run, and it's good on the way in. Here's Champ. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. 6 points for him.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
The natural, the pass to Gordon. Henry kicks to Gordon. All alone. And off the front iron, and in it goes. The natural's got it all tied up now for Dallas. The prodigy, he's checked in for the Knicks. Armstrong comes in for Champ. Dishes to Clark, and that one is stuffed right through.
Perfect inbounds play there. You couldn't have drawn it up any better.
The usual shot he would have with rhythm.
To the middle, here's Warren. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And that one's good, Henry. New York's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Armstrong dishes to Warren. Kicks to Armstrong. They set the pick. The pass to the product. Shot clock at 5.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Outside Gordon. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
1:30 left to play in the first. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Dallas has gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. Pass to Champ. There's the 3. It's Clark with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Stolen by Gordon. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Finish off the break. Champ's got his first bucket of the night. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the score by New York. Outside Gordon, beyond the arc, and it's good. Gordon's got 8 points. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Up top, Armstrong. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Mavericks ahead as they end the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
Dallas leading by 4. There's the pick to the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Henry, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Henry's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Dallas. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Prodigy is out there with the Prodigy. Then there's the Prodigy. Then there's Armstrong. And it's Warren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Launches a three, and that one's good, Henry. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Armstrong passes to the Prodigy. The Prodigy, that three off the mark. The Mavericks have got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Lets it go from deep. Another three for Dallas.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
The shot is good off the backboard. The Prodigy's got his first 2 points of the night.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
He got right to the cup using that screen. Champs got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas. Armstrong passes to the Prodigy. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
From outside the arc, another three for Dallas.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Warren. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Armstrong passes to the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy, and the layup is good. The Prodigy's got it back down to single digits for New York.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the paint, Armstrong. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Inside. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Warren.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's the Prodigy. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
To the middle. Here's the Prodigy, and it's all evened up.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Passes it to the prodigy. He dishes it to Warren. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Warren's got 6 here in this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. And you look at Warren, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him. And, of course, the prodigy. He shows up in that same conversation.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
On defense, the Knicks. Looking to end the drought. He's through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of it.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
He's covered by Armstrong. Can't cash in from close range.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backboard.
Feeds to Henry. Here's Champ. He's covered by Armstrong. Clock at 6. Here's Lacombe. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 8 points for him.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And it's Warren with the jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
A prodigy passes to the prodigy. And again, it's New York.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
There's the double team with Warren. Here's Lacombe. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks with the lead. Out to the right wing. There's the pass to the prodigy. Crew on the 14-footer. The prodigy's got 10 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
It's been quite a game for the prodigy.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
Gordon checked in for the prodigy. And then for New York. Champs checked in for Warren. The natural comes in for the prodigy. And Smith subbed in for the prodigy. down low. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Such a wide-open look. He's got 11.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The prodigy. And again, New York with the triple.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Champ. No one near him. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
They set the pick. Doubled by Smith. For the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Armstrong kicks to Smith. Passes to the product. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
There's the triple. That's good. 17 points in the game.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Clark, he's checked in for the prodigy.
Clark.
Out to the wing. Clark dishes to Smith. The pass to Woods. Good on the 3-point shot.
Woods.
Champ's got 9 points.
For 3.
The Mavericks leading. Here's the screen. The natural to pass to Gordon. Gordon with the screen for Gordon. Off the pick. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Gordon. That's 10 points for Champ.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
To the right side. Dallas moving the ball around. He kicks to Gordon. Pass to the natural. Another 3 for Dallas.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. On the wing, Gordon. There's a screen. Gordon with no one around. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And here's Gordon from outside, and that one's good. Gordon's got 8 points, and so that brings the first half to a close. Mavericks lead by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. How about the playoff atmosphere? We're going to break down all the first half action for you. Well, for the Mavericks, they have a solid lead and have shown a lot of poise here, trying to avoid this series going to 7 games. They clearly have their eye on taking the championship right here in Game 6. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
They did an awesome-erific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-erific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-erific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. It puts you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead.
And what a tremendous game for the Prodigy. He has 18 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Mavericks leading by 8. Champ out there with Gordon. And there's Gordon. And it's the natural. And it's Henry in at the center. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Right wing. Here's Champ. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Champ's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Dallas. They set the screen in the corner. Smith with it. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
To the inside, Warren kicks to Clark. And again, New York with the triple.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. One or two of those are all it takes to really get him going.
And that one's good, Henry.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Down low, here's Smith. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
There's a screen. Passes it to Champ. Over to the wing. The 19-foot shot, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And the wide-open shot from Warren, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside Gordon. Beyond the arc. The shot is off. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
The pass to Woods. Clark dishes to Warren. New York moving it around. And Smith with the stuff.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Pass to the natural. Here's Champ. Shot clock at 6. Gordon goes in. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
It's been quite a game for the Prodigy.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Warren. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved, and they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Passes it to the natural. Three-pointer, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Thursday's loss was a disappointment.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game, in a lot of ways, was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think they're one of the few teams that can play that poorly and still almost come away with a win.
Champ, the pass to the natural. Inside, it's deflected. Here's Clark, defended by Gordon. Woods, they get it again. Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Inside, and there's the pass to Champ. There's the double team with Warren. Champ, the pass to Henry. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Now the dish to Smith. Hits it from three-point range. Smith's got 20.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
So for the Knicks, the Prodigy, he's checked in for Vaughn. The Prodigy comes in for Champ, and it's the Prodigy in for Smith. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's a good screen. Pass to Gordon. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Gordon's got 14 points.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
To the middle, 5 to shoot, and he gets it to go. And that's 18 points for the Prodigy.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that field. They got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Here's the Prodigy. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And just solid play out of them that time.
They set the pick. Pass to Champ. He feeds it to Gordon. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Soft touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's the Prodigy. 12 points for him. Snatched away. A floater. It's rebounded by New York. The Prodigy's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Man, I tell you, partner, this has been some fun basketball, and they don't look like they're slowing down at all. You better strap your seatbelt on here. That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Passes it to Woods. Here's the Prodigy. They set the pick. for the lead. That's tipped.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Woods the pass to the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. The feed to Warren. There's the pass to the Prodigy. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Mavericks leading by 3. Out left to the wing. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 6 points for him. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's the Prodigy. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the left wing, beyond the arc. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
Here's Woods. That one's off, still out of sync.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Henry, and it's blocked. Woods the pass to the Prodigy. Takes it from 10, and the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Warren.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good, Henry.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
To the paint, here's the Prodigy. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. The Prodigy's got 12 points in the game. This is to Henry. To the wing right side. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Champ, that 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
That's good. He's got 23.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
That's tipped. 58 seconds left in the third. Over to the wing. Another 3 for Dallas.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Pass to the Prodigy. Lets it go from 11. Passes it to the Prodigy. That one's good from the corner. The Prodigy's got 14 points.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
No good.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
The Prodigy passes to the Prodigy. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Outside Gordon. And the pass to the National. With 1 on the clock. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Dallas leading by 10. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Knicks trail by 10, and on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got the prodigy. Armstrong is out there with Smith. And it's the natural, and it's Clark in at the 3, the small forward.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Smith, no luck.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Armstrong with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Smith with a wide open look. Nails the wide open jump shot. Smith's got 22.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
No coverage that time. 16 points for the natural.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
The prodigy passes to Clark. Armstrong against Gordon. The 3. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut back down to 6 after the bucket from Clark.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
Gordon, the pass to the natural. Back to Gordon. Dallas moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Champ. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them much.
Pass to the product. A fader. And again, it's New York.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it count.
Armstrong against Gordon. The natural, the pass to Champ. Power down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Smith right side. Down low. Vaughn. And he slams it one-handed.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Out to Smith. Takes a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Mavericks leading by 5. Passes it to the natural. There's a good screen. Kicks to Gordon. Over to the left wing. Here's the natural. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. They want things to be easy on themselves here late. Make sure he has the ball.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
It's rebounded by Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They set the pick. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Another three for Dallas.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Armstrong kicks to Smith. He dishes it to Armstrong. Here's Clark. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Clark. Smith's got 6 assists now in the game.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
Feeds to Armstrong. They set the pick. And Gordon over to help to take the lead.
Counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
The dish to Gordon. There's the pass to Champ. Strains it from beyond the arc. Champ's got 7 now in this quarter.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he equaled his total from before the break.
Armstrong dishes to Smith. Fires from deep. Good. Smith's got 30 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
There's a screen. Pass to Champ. Dallas moving the ball around. Passes it to the net. All alone. Again, the Mavericks score.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Soft touch off the glass. 20 points for the Prodigy.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Clark, the pass to the Prodigy. Baseline jumper, and he overshot that one, missing. The Mavericks trailing. Gordon kicks to Gordon, and there's the pass to Champ. Back to Gordon. Right wing. There's the triple. Another 3 for Dallas. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Pass to Champ. He kicks it to Gordon. Here's Champ. He's covered by Armstrong. Pass to Gordon. There's the natural. There's the pick. To the middle. Jumper off the screen. Slams it home for the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, straight bringing the hard hat on that one. That's what you like to see on the backboard.
Out left to the wing. Gordon, the pass to Champ, and he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And that one's good. And it's now 22 points for the Prodigy.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game. Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Dallas making a switch here. Henry's checked in. And then for New York, Warren comes in for the Prodigy. And Champs subbed in for Armstrong. Knicks trail by 3. Smith outside. Here's the screen. He feeds it to Clark. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Stolen. The feed to Gordon. And Dallas again with the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Woods.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
.158 left in the fourth quarter. Gordon the pass to the natural. The Knicks pull it in.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Okay, guys, now stepping onto the court for your entertainment are the Dallas Mavericks dancers. Give it up.
.136 left in the fourth quarter. Henry dishes to Gordon. Dallas moving it around. And that one's good. 22 points for the natural.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
And so here is New York. A 2-point game. Here's Smith. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Smith's got 32 points in the game. Out to the wing. Right through the knee for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Clark. And again, New York with the triple.
I guess you don't change what's working, and he's been magical out there.
Yeah, perfect from the floor here in this fourth quarter.
The natural, the pass to Henry. Money!
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
The drive by Smith.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Passes to Vaughn. Down low. Yes!
I tell you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And here's Gordon to the wing on the left. The natural, the pass to Champ. The layup missed.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
The natural, the pass to Gordon. Knocked loose, stolen by Warren. So it's New York picking up the win. I think, Greg, they played with a little more, of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific, you're right. So NBA Finals Game 6 now complete, and the series is deadlocked and going to Game 7. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. When they needed a leader to get them back in the game in the final quarter, he was the one they were all following, and he knew exactly the route back and the road to victory. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
Clutch, 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 Ernie. In a must-win game like this when you're on the road, you got to have a guy that can come through, or you do not have a chance. He was the answer for them when it counted. Big-time game.
And we hope you enjoyed tonight's game as much as we did, though that is doubtful. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, and we'll see you for more NBA Finals action coming up soon.